You folks are going to have to bear with me, because going last on the program and not knowing what the others are going to say, you're going to hear it all again. With a little bit of a twist here and there. But this is quite an honor. And I have to tell you honestly, I have struggled greatly with what to say today until it became clear to me that this is a dedication, and I want y'all to know, not my retirement. And that means, for many of you in the audience, you're going to appreciate it. That means that I'm going to save many of my detailed thank yous until another time. You're supposed to be that's good. That means you won't stand out there very long. But I tell you, I would be greatly remiss if I didn't recognize some folks. And I'm going to do it, and you're going to wonder, when are you going to end this? But this naming is a wonderful recognition. But I can tell you, it's from the work of so many of these folks right here. And you know, when you name somebody, you always worry about who you miss. And I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I'm going to do it anyway, because this all comes about because of, and you'll recognize this, because of Mark Albertson and Bill and Leela Faye Rich, Alan White, because of Tom Hendricks and Russ Gill and Nancy Midget, Smith Jackson, Nan Perkins, Dave Blank and Dan Anderson and Dixie Fox and Joanne Soliday. You recognize these names? Susan Klotman and Gerald Whittington, Janie Brown, John Burbridge, Jerry Dillashaw and Paul Parsons, Ron Klepsick, Stephen House, Richard Hayworth and Wes Brogan, Claire Myers, Jeff Pugh, Catherine McNeila. Saw the production last night. Make sure you go see it. Barbara Walsh, Mary Wise, and I could go on. And I'm going to apologize to those of you that I missed. You're still my friends. Yeah, but, oh, wait a minute. You know, how do I forget Kyle Wills and Keith DeMont and Barry Bradbury and Stanley Greason? You got the point? That's an all-star cast, guys. It really is. And I think everybody made it happen. If you really put the right name up there, and it's all right, the name's pretty good. You could say Gerald L. Francis et al. I mean, because it is. It's everybody's work, and I truly believe that. But that name's pretty cool right there too. But I also want to carry on a little bit of what the president did just a moment ago, and I have just a few folks I do want to recognize whose presence here is very special to me. And first is my brother and his wife, Roy and Norma, down front. They've come from from Warrenton, Virginia, to come down to this event today, and thanks. Beside my wife is Sis Niece, my mother-in-law, right here from Burlington. I want to caution you guys, she thinks I'm special. So please don't speak to her today. And then that McCarthy group up here, they make me proud. And I do want you to meet a couple of them. Jay, stand up and wave. Turn around. If Jay's work with his Legos continues to progress, he's going to be building facilities like this. Jerry, come on, stand up and wave at everybody. You catch his name? Jerry, much like me, kind, considerate, thoughtful. He's the middle one. Thank you, James. And then there's Sella. Stand on the chair. Put her up on that chair. You've just applauded for a future president of Elon University right there. The family knows that well. And these two, Kristen and James, just quite special. You make me so proud. And spouse Lane down front, who saved a lot of you. That's an inside joke. What a special person, what a bright spot in my life. And I have to say that if I had not met her 11 years ago, this event very likely might not have come about. She's a special friend, an artist, and an artist in many ways. As I said, what an honor this is and a wonderful recognition. And the special thing about it is I am alive to enjoy it. I truly thank President Lambert and the trustees for making this possible. And I don't know if Fred's out there. I haven't seen him. And Fred in the back for giving me the opportunities of leadership at the institution. Thank you. And I'm going to, back in the, as Elizabeth said, back in the 90s, I traveled with a small group of faculty members up to another private institution in Virginia who had a master's program in physical therapy and looked at it, all of its characteristics, and talked to them about Elon starting a physical therapy program. And following that discussion in '96, the trustees committed to doing a master's program in physical therapy. And then we hired Elizabeth Rogers, did all the planning, and opened it up in 1998. And some of you youngsters in the crowd won't recognize this, but we started that program in the back of Old Memorial Hospital on the ground floor in property that was just given to us to use by the Alamance Regional Medical Center. And now here we are, 15 years later. We've got a doctorate of physical therapy. We're starting this physician's assistance program, and we're doing it in a school of health sciences located in the former Stadler's Country Ham building. Fred, Leo, isn't that exactly what we planned? See, that was our vision. And I come back and say a couple things that John said just a moment ago. All of these ventures, the MPT venture represented the first of several partnerships between Elon and ARMC, as he said. And again, we're doing it again with this PA program. So I think we would be remiss in not saying thanks to Tom Ryan, to John Curran, to Dick Donahue, to Bob Bird, and to Lisa Pennington. They have been the true leaders that have brought this here. And their leadership, along with Elizabeth and her staff, have brought us to where we are. And you're going to get a chance to go through this facility. If you've not been in there, you're in for a really nice treat, because Gerald Whittington and his staff have hit another home run. The lighting, the floors, the rooms, the equipment, spectacular. You're going to see it when you go in there. And this School of Health Sciences takes up about 50,000 square feet of this facility, which is 1/3 of its capacity. So it's got a huge future, and some of it already being planned. You need to know, when asked if I would be agreeable to having my name on this facility, I first thought I was in a fundraising call. Then, as I thought about it, I thought, no one else wanted their name on a former ham factory. And Gerald said it fitted me well. But when I finally figured out it wasn't an ask, and was told the plans for the facility, I thought, this is perfect. My name on a facility training physical therapists and physician assistants for me and all my old friends. The clincher, though, came when the president promised me my own personal physical therapist for my tennis elbow and my own PA for all my aches and pains when I retired. I had to say yes, too much pleasure. So Lane told me I had to use the word sincerity. So, and believe it or not, I already had it in there. So in all sincerity, this recognition makes me really proud. Really, mostly, my mom and dad, they'd be proud. Just thanks, friends, for being here. I know you were required to come. But thanks for that, and thanks, Elon, for all the opportunities. Thank you very much.